This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, get it. Come on. You better bring it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Bears take over.
2-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Hines, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Now a give right side. Hines and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
42-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Bears 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give right side. Hines. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Hines. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
A 3-yard gain.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on down.
It's a turnover on
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
First and goal at the 1. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jarek McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bears 0. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
Complete to Paul Richardson.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. This is Hines.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And the Bears.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, They get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Down. 3rd and...
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears.
Howard carry for Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they'll run it to Sanders. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 14-0. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First down, Bears.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Kaepernick. Open man is Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And he stopped immediately there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Kaepernick to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jacob Hollister with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Naeem Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary.
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Taken in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Naeem
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it with Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 24, Bears 14.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Complete.
DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 31, Bears 21.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. To throw is Kaepernick. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Bears.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on second and 3. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on second and 3. Rodgers flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll find Metcalf. Down inside the 15 he goes. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Miles Sanders there to make the grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. The kick. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick. That's caught by Hollister. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now Kaepernick. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
They should have put a stamp on me.
And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
Titans 39. Bears 27.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Mike 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Rodgers
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The throws like that, especially where we sit in the 4th quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Jefferson, 93 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
And 3.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sheldon Richardson.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So this one...